Okay, I got 3, 4, 5, 6, excellent connection, 7, I'm not seeing anything there. Kick back to 4 and there I am. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So let me figure out why this is showing. Figured that out pretty quick. Let me pop chat out just in case. And I'll move it down here and I'll make it a little thinner. And I don't necessarily need to sit here and watch this. So what I've done is I went to my son, my 2 granddaughters. I went to Media Creation Tool, and then I went down to Create Installation Media, and then I clicked on Windows 10, and then I clicked on Download Tool Now, which I'm not going to do because I already had it. And then after I clicked on that, it goes through its little deal, and then I put in a really cheap flash drive, verbatim, I believe it is what it says, and installed it, or burned it over there, installed it over there, whatever you want to call it. Took me a minute to figure out how to do a one-time boot. It's F9 on HP in case anyone's ever interested. And the way that it worked was you put the, while it's running, you put this in first and then shut it down and do a restart, or do a restart. I shut it down. And then as soon as it starts, hit F9 and this will show up as being a bootable device. You boot from it and it installs Windows 10. So this particular one is a HP 250 G7 notebook, and this says PC, but it's a laptop. It also shows this being the newest BIOS as being F36 revision, F.36 revision.A, May 18th, 2021. So I want that. I think I want to just, I want to move this right. Yeah. Hey Tony. I mean, you know I couldn't make it till Sunday without doing something, so I'm here. Kind of hoping Blackwatch shows up. Hopefully he got this notification. Anyway, I don't know if I can do this or not. I'll try. So let me bring up this. This one's done. This is a pretty snazzy little laptop. It's HP 250 G7 notebook, and I just reinstalled Windows 10. I haven't hooked it up to the internet yet. I haven't done anything with it yet. My brother's employer told him to throw these in the trash. So he promptly threw them in the trash, counted to 5, and promptly took them out of the trash. He wanted to make sure they were legitimately public property, so to speak. So anyway, he called me up a couple days ago and said, hey, you're going to come over Saturday. Why don't you stop by? I got a couple laptops for you. And at the time, I had no idea what they were. One's a G6, one's a G7. So I'm debating on if this is the right, I mean, it looks right, HP 250 G7 notebook PC. And it looks like this one's got, I believe, well, you know what? Let me just fire her up here, and I'll see. Oh, no, I don't even need to fire her up. I can go to Systems Information, and it says BIOS version date is F.17.1, and then it's 1/18/2019. So it's about 2 years and 4 months behind, if that's truly the case. Now let me verify that by restarting it and see if I can get into BIOS itself and see how that goes. So hey, was Doug live today with Bertland? I was really busy all day between mom's lunch and putting her bookmarks on her computer, and then visiting my brother. And then there's this one place. Well, that doesn't help me out. Oh, yeah, maybe here, F10. F10. Okay, so yeah, according to this, it says F17, F.17 inside, and then I'm guessing that maybe it is now 36. But what threw me for a loop is when I checked the G6, it's got F.50 on it, but I haven't looked it up yet, so I don't know if I can do that or not yet. I mean, I know I can, obviously. I got to this point, if this is correct. So, did Bertland get his desktop, his computer built? I guess that's the million-dollar question. I haven't done anything. I've looked at some comments that Doug left me on something from a couple days ago. A couple emails from Blackwatch, and that's about it. I wanted to concentrate on this and get it done while it's kind of halfway fresh on my mind. And I don't know that I need to update the BIOS. Oh, it's a maybe now, huh? Maybe I better watch the video. Oh, that's funny. I believe I actually have it right. I think it's right here. Yeah, 724. So I'll have to fire that up in a little bit. I need to see, I put in the serial number there, and that's came up there for this one. I mean, it's got a massive amount of updates, it looks like. Diagnostics got from about a year ago, from earlier this year. Probably will. I just wonder if HP's got a... They may put the Intel... that's not what I want. I may put the Intel... Where's it at? Intel... Okay. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Intel driver and support. That's what I thought. I thought I wanted this one. Okay, hang on. If I do the wrong one. Okay. I gotta check something real quick. See if I'm an idiot or not. No, I'm not an idiot. So what in the world? Oh my goodness. So this is my brand new drive. It's 100% good, which it should be. That's my storage drive, and it's good. So that's real good. But apparently I put the wrong doggone. I don't know. I'll come back to that later. It's not a big deal. So what do I do, guys? What do I do? Do you think I should go through these each individual one and get all of them, or do you think I can put the Intel thing on the laptop and it'll find them for me? I mean, that's kind of the lazy man's way of doing it, and trust me, right now I am pretty tired. Not necessarily lazy, but I am pretty tired. I was amazed at how quick it installed. In fact, I don't mean to be turning away or anything, but I wanted to see something. Searching for a display driver. That's kind of neat. Never seen that before. I'm going to clear it. I mean, I'm looking right at the screen, so I don't necessarily think I need a display driver. Expand. All settings. I do this so backwards sometimes. I swear, I don't know why I don't go to the little icon and click on it that way. Security and update. Now I know it can't update because I haven't connected it yet. But I wanted to see if it activated or not. It should. Unable to activate. Okay. Interesting. First time that's ever happened. Could be because it's tied to their servers at where he works. That would make sense in my mind. So let's try this. It's kind of neat. Come on, Black Watch, doggone it. That shows I have a hidden network. This will be interesting. So I can't remember if I changed my network password or not. There's my mom's. Oh, there's a good picture. Oh, that's a wonderful, wonderful picture. I should share that. No, that's not glare. That's the actual picture. That's just a wonderful picture. I don't even know what I was trying to take a picture of. So, I believe I'm trying what I believe to be the password, and it's not correct. So, attempt number 2. And we'll see what happens. Checking the network requirements, and that's not it either. So we'll go with attempt number 3. If this don't work, I'll have to go look it up and figure out where my notes are at and everything else. That's not it either. Wonderful. So, not good. Okay. This is probably why I don't do live stuff a lot like that. Shoot. Let me check something real quick. See if he's answered. I should say, oh. He sent me a link. See if this is the same one. That looks to be the same one. Let's see if this is... Yep, that's the same one. Okay, so let me answer him real quick. Pardon me, Tony. Okay, so let me go back to here. So apparently this is the correct one. So I need to find me a little flash drive. But the thing I couldn't figure out, I might try something here. Oh, there's I put it on that one. Okay, so let's see. Gotta check something here. My DCO, PTD, AB, whatever it is, all that nonsense. Yep, I took the wrong flash drive. Doggone it. Well, at least I know I had the right thing. It puts me at a bit of a dilemma for my BIOS flash drive, though. I don't think I have another small one laying around or a blank one laying around that I can use, and I'm sure not going to open. We were in Best Buy's one day, 64 gigabyte Memorex flash drive, $1.50. I bought 2 of them. One of them I put stuff on for my son and his kids, and the other one I haven't even opened yet. So I've got to find a flash drive. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thought. Doesn't necessarily have to be a flash drive. I got a 2 gigabyte memory card, and I got the old USB adapter. We'll plug it in and we'll see what happens. It shows, oh, it kind of goes to that, so that's good. I'm going to close this. I'm going to open, maybe, see what's on here. Oh, that's a bunch of pictures. Oh, that's a bunch of pictures. It's empty. Really? Empty? I find that hard to believe. I find it hard to believe that I would have, no, nothing's hidden. Wow. Okay, so let's close that. Let's jump back over here. Let's go to here. Download. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, let's... Oh, they want me to download the assistant. I don't want to do that yet. Check and see what he said. I bet he said, I'm busy. I will be there. Don't cut it short. You know what? As soon as he logs in, we should say, all right, Tony, thanks. Been a good night. See you tomorrow. Oh, that's funny. I do crack myself up sometimes. Okay, so I will wait and see if he joins us or not. We had a lunch at an authentic German restaurant, which wasn't truly a restaurant. It was a bakery, and they sell bratwurst, knockwurst, liverwurst, wurst, Vienna sausage, Wieners as they call them. The best German potato salad I've ever had, and I was diagnosed diabetic in 2019, and I literally have gone, I had mashed potatoes, 1 serving on Thanksgiving of 2019, and I've not had any potato products since until today, and I ate about half of that German potato salad. Now I know my blood sugar, if I checked it right now, even though it's been, see, it's 11 o'clock here, so it's midnight in Indiana. It's been about 12 hours. I know it's going to be high, so I'm not even going to check it. I feel fine, so, no, I'm kidding, joking. Not a good joke, but I joked. Okay, so it looks like it did download, but I'm kind of waiting on Blackwatch. Who knows if he'll show up or not. He says he would. So while he's doing that, and I got the download, can I not, because it's downloaded, so I should be able to jump back over here. I should be able to, I already got that. I should be able to, kind of stuck on that saying right now. Go back another page. I want to change this to, hang on, let me verify something here real quick. I have determined my little workroom here. He's here! Fly Guy 123 is live again. Well, what's the joke with that? Isn't that a carry deal? So I've got Windows 10 installed. It did not activate because I believe, I'll show you here in a second. Oh shoot, I didn't hit the right button. My brother gave me a G7 HP 250 G7 notebook, and I believe it's HP 200 G6 notebook. His boss at his work told him to throw them away, so he did. I think he said he counted to about 5-6 seconds, and then he, no messing the machine up now. Windows 10 already installed, and this time I caught the fact that it's not the UK version. I caught that, and I put the good old United States version on there. Not to be prejudiced or anything, but I went with the United States. So, okay, this one's got password issues, so let me restart it and get into BIOS. I'm going to multitask here at least, so I'll try to. I'm going to try to figure out how to change this HP 250 G7 to HP 200 G6, if that's what this is, and then go from there. The G7 has F.17 on it, and then clearly this says revision is F.36. Okay, so now I am into BIOS here. I'll temporarily show this. See if that helps. Kind of hard to read. As you can see, I'm in the BIOS. So this says HP, oh no, it says HP 250 G6 notebook PC, system family HP 200, and then it's got a product number and a serial number, a board ID, and it says BIOS version F.50 inside. So do I need to that kind of was a good idea, but it kind of was a bad idea. I'm going to have to mess around with that a little bit and see. Okay, so there's that. I should just have to be able to change this to G6. I don't know how to do that. I just did. Tell him, Tony, he won't hear me. What? Oh, that's funny, Blackwatch, because earlier this week, like yesterday, I got a letter from the hearing aid people, Audibel. I'm going to refile it in the trash. Okay, let me catch up with Tony over here. What's the latest one? Okay, man, I am not good at this multitasking stuff. Okay, so I need to okay, I'm going to type in this number. I remember which one it was. So it's, I believe it was the serial number, which is CND 904 1 QVC. Oh, it's a QVC product. That came from QVC. Oh, great. That's not what I want. Damn it. Well, that must be the. Okay, let's try this one. 3 YG 1. Oh, these people have a sense of humor. Out. ABA, American Basketball Association. Wonderful. I'm batting 1,000. You are multitasking. You're in Skype and you're watching me. Is Skype better than Zoom? On this particular one, I can't do that because it's password protected. and I don't want to break the passwords. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm looking right at it. It says F.50. I've just got to be able to go find the right I've just got to be able to find the right which that's clearly not it. How in the hell did I find this one, but I can't find the other one? Man, how do I do these things? I don't understand. And this one I used, a number, but I don't remember what number I used. So let's try. Couldn't find laptops down here. I found printers and smart home and more printers. Let me try PCs. There we go. School, everyday, business, gaming, creative, pros. I'm going to say, kind of looks like that one over there in school. Product key. Okay, hang on. HP 250 G6 notebook PC. Well, that's real helpful. That can't be that doggone. In the battery, I believe on this one is internal. God, this is getting frustrated. Support software and drivers. Laptop. Enter your serial number. Okay. Now I gotta see serial number. Serial number, I'm guessing is, again, Charlie, November, Delta, 90041, Quebec, Victoria, Charlie. This is getting to be, okay, no, this one does have an external battery, so I may have to do that. 3YG1 OUT hashtag ABA. Please enter a valid. More than one result is located with serial number. Please provide a product number. I got the product number. So, product key inside the battery. Okay. Well, so I can get the battery to come out. Battery's in my hand. Oh, great. Really, Tony? Are you kidding me? Man. Nothing there. Maybe it's in the chamber. Nope, nothing there either. They make this writing on here so incredibly small. Well, this is frustrating. Yeah, it got me nowhere. I didn't see a product key on the battery anywhere. I'll look again. Nothing's jumping out at me. There's a sticker right there. That's for the battery. Okay, gonna get this resolved. Anyone know how long we've been online? I mean, not online, how long I've been streaming? 31 minutes. Wow. Let's go back to here. Okay, so on this main screen it says system time, system date, product name, system family, product number, system board ID, asset tag, born date on March 18, 2019, processor type, total memory, BIOS version, BIOS vendor, serial number, UUID, system board CT number, factory installed operating system, Windows 10, primary battery serial number, systems log. So I don't know what I'm not putting in right. Yeah, I'm reading, let me see if I can. It's got to be there. Got to be one of these. More than one results associated with the serial number of CDN 9041 QVC. Make sure I got that right. Enter a product number. You are multitasking. Okay, how do I find my product? Oh, it's not an all-in-one, it's a notebook. And some products utilize. Really? Wonder if I have to do that upon startup. So escape and function. Escape and function. Not getting anywhere with escape and function. Anybody know how to get around passwords? So while we're doing this, I actually went to a screen slideshow on this PC of the grandchildren, and I'm happy with that for now. The other one's okay. I mean, it's got the matrix running on it right now. So I'm going to try this again. How do I find notebooks? Some products utilize keyboard shortcut F function and escape. The product information will appear. Function escape. This thing's password protected, so I don't think that's. I mean, it should work. I wouldn't think I'd have to get it completely opened up. Tablets, it's on the bottom. It's not a tablet. Function escape. What makes me think that's got to be not, it's got to be logged into. Yeah, I'm real happy right now. No, I'm not. I'm glad I got that one. I'll just have to. Okay, systems information, system diagnostic, boot device options, BIOS setup, and system recovery. So systems information says product name HP 250 G6 notebook PC, family system family HP 200, product number 3 Yankee Golf 1. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. I think I know what it is. I think. Product number is 3 Yankee Golf 10 UT hashtag ABA. I'll bet you that's what. I was putting the word out with the letter O. I bet you it's a 0. Ah, daggone it. Get out my glasses. I'm not giving up yet. Three Yankee Golf 1. Yeah, that's clearly a 0. Uniform Tango. Hashtag ABA. That's it. That is the product 3. Oops. Do I have to put spaces in there? No. 3 Yankee Golf 1 0 Uniform Tango hashtag ABA. This is getting frustrating. Yeah, that's it. Why? I wonder why it's not going through. I agree, Tony. I 100% agree. I believe that is it. So, no, that's not it. Okay. So, this one's the serial number. I can go back a page here. So, C and D. So that is the correct serial number I entered. But when I put in this product number, it says product number, unless I'm supposed to put spaces in there. And it's got a build ID number. It's got another number I've never ever seen. And it says BIOS is F.50. I just want to see if this is the latest BIOS or not. Alright, what am I Googling? Because right now my brain is... Tell you what my brain is telling me. My brain is telling me to have another drink of coffee. Alright, I'm going to Google what here? Why isn't my product number working? I don't know. I don't even know where to start. That's not where I want to start. How do I get my HP 250 G6 product number? Yeah, I specialize in something. I don't know what it is yet. Okay, if a copy of Windows came pre-installed on a laptop, you can find the product key on the bottom of the laptop. There will be a barcode, the name of the version that came with it, and no, there's not. There absolutely is not. There's a sticker that says Windows, and that's it. And then there's a bunch of embedded. There's a bunch of embedded stuff. There's a bunch of embedded stuff. I'll see if I can get a picture. The RMN/something and a lot of Chinese or Japanese. That's not it. Man, this is. How did I get the first one so easily? Now I can't get this one. That makes no sense. Nope. Let's see if there's anything on that sticker. No, that sticker just says Windows. There's nothing on it. There's no other thing on here. Oh my goodness. Tony's probably still sitting on the beach in his little lounge chair. Got the old drink out there. Got the old laptop out there. So here's irony for you. A good friend of mine in Vegas called me yesterday and said, hey, I need a laptop. And I've told him a million times, go to the pawn shops and buy one from there, because you can pick up a good laptop from the lap shop or from the pawn shop, and then we'll connect remotely and I can reset Windows, reinstall Windows, you know, the whole 9 yards. He just won't do it. So I'm going to probably send him one of these if I can figure out how to get the dumb thing to work. HP 200 G6. No. Good. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. This is right back to the same thing. This is going to take us right back to that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. That says HP 250 G6 notebook. That's what I think it says. So let's see what this BIOS update is. Aha! He says to himself, aha! Okay, now we'll really get confused. Before I go any further, God, I need some more flash drives. Daggone it. Call me. I don't have your number, or I would. A. B. What is it, 9:30 out there? No. Oh yeah, it's only 11:30 here. Okay, so I'm going to try something. I think I may have found it. But let me try something here. Nope, wrong one. I'm going to cover you up for a moment. Okay, now I'm going to go one step further and I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call this HP BIOS Update. I'm going to open it. I'm going to create another folder, and I'm going to call this one Notebook G7 BIOS new. And I'm going to open that. And I'm going to put that in there. So now, if that doesn't work, I'll go find me another flash drive. But more importantly, what I can do is I can go back here. I can make another one and folder. Notebook G6 BIOS new. Hopefully that works. I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to did I delete that already? Oh no, I copied it over there. That's fine. I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to go back over to here. I'm going to go. I'm going to download it after I close my. Is that the same, I wonder? Nope. That looks to be, G7 looks to be 113899.execute. And G6 looks to be 121138. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that there for safekeeping. Okay, so this is what I can do before I go any further. I can email you, or if you want to call me, my number is 702-764-1207. I have no issues whatsoever with stopping everything right now and not proceeding until we speak or email or whatever. My email is kstout2016@gmail.com. Either or. I'm going to be up for a day or two. I mean, a while or two. I'm actually going to go make a fresh pot of coffee here in a minute. This is this morning stuff. I was just being lazy and wanting to warm it up. So I think I do have it though. I really do. How long have we been on now? 48 minutes. Man, I accomplished something in under an hour. Well, maybe something under an hour. So I think what I can do, okay, I'll do this real quick. Or Phil. I get the Owl, Paul Simon. I got that one, but Phil, I don't know the Phil one. Educate me. Time of the day, maybe. Your internet cable company could be throttling it back. Possibly wherever you're Skyping to, they could be being throttled back. And that's just off the top of my head, I don't know. And I honestly am just taking wild guesses at it. So, what was I going to do? Oh, I can. I'm going to try something here, guys. If I turn off my display and I take this and bring it down to here. And no, I'm not trying to make myself bigger. I honestly don't think you guys... Hey, is that a ghost going in the background I just seen? Oh, I'm going to put you to sleep again, Black Watch. Go to sleep. So, this is the G6. I don't know if it's going to show it or not. Probably not. Actually better than I thought it would. So, unfortunately I only have one charger. That's going to cost somebody a charger. Maybe my buddy in Vegas will have to buy a specific charger. I'm going to take my boot drive. Hey, just out of curiosity, can I put Windows on it and then update the BIOS, or should I do the BIOS and then update the Windows? Just asking. So the USB is in. Oh, where the hell is it at? Charger's in. I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to hit F10, and I'm going to real quick hit F9. Oh wow, it automatically seen that flash drive. Automatically. The other one didn't do that. I had to hit F9. And it sees it. It says please wait. We're waiting. Now the ghost is making noises. I'm going to see if I can talk the ghost into making... Okay. This got me into choose an option, turn off your PC, troubleshoot, yada yada yada. I'm going to turn it off. Hey ghost, don't be laughing at me. Do BIOS first, Tony, or Blackwatch. Okay, so we're going to turn her on. I'm going to hit F9. Yep, okay, it sees it. So, Hmm. I'm thinking. The Blackwatch is saying I should do the BIOS before I put Windows in. If that's the case, then I need to get rid of this. I need to come over here. I need to go to here. Well, Yana Bell looks happy right there, don't she? She's got them evil witch eyes going with the chocolate on her face. She's probably like, I just had this chocolate cake. Where are you taking me? Okay, am I smart enough to do this? Okay, 38899 is G7. And 138 is G6. I may really just be doing... You're right, Blackwatch. I may just mess this up. Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, when my brother told me he had 2 laptops, I was not expecting what I have, what I got. I was expecting... I could dig an HP I've got. In fact, I can dig one of his old HPs out of the closet that I've got that it wouldn't boot up. I got it to boot up one time. Booted one time. Everything was working fine. And then it just shut down and it hasn't done anything since. Thank goodness he doesn't need it. And one of these days I'll take it out and bring my little table in here and I'll take it apart and see if I can figure out why it's not working. So, okay, as long as this doesn't, no, I don't trust that. I don't trust that. So, this one can go over there, and it should move off of that. And it didn't. Why didn't that move off there when I did it the other way around? Okay, so now I'm going to delete this because just as sure as I trust that it'll see the right one, it won't, and I just don't want to run that risk. So, okay, we're going to try this again. Take out the boot drive, put in the BIOS drive. Escape. Try F9 again, which I know it's not going to work because it was already in the process of doing that. Sometimes these pictures come out kind of weird on my screen and I'm not sure why. not because they're my grandkids, but the one with putting my hat on right there. I mean, they're going to be 3 in December. I've never seen smarter kids in my life. And yeah, probably a little bit of the proud grandpa's talking, but man, we were doing FaceTime the other day and I was showing her my chickens and she was identifying the chickens. Of course, I told you guys this the other day, so my old age is kicking in again. Hopefully this is going to kick over to the troubleshooting screen. It did not. That's fine. It wants a password, but that's fine. I can go in here, hit the restart, and get ready to hit the old F9 again. So I don't necessarily need a new BIOS. Just if there's an update from a BIOS and it's over 2 years old, I don't know. Do I need a new BIOS? You guys tell me. You guys have been doing this way longer than I have, and it does not see it unless it's this one here. So let's see what that is. That's not it. So that did not work. That did not work. That's interesting. That's real interesting. It sees that. Gosh, I need a flash drive. Doggone it. Now I gotta show you guys something. I stumbled across this today. So I'm not real happy that I put Amazon photos on here. I'm not real happy that it does that. Go to large icons, go to extra large icons, go here, drag this over here. Okay. That is me, gentlemen. That is me right after I got out of the military. And the guy in the blue sweats, it looks like all scraggly. Okay, I won't. I'll keep the BIOS the same. We went to high school together, and his 8th grade year, he was involved in a horrific car accident, and the doctors told him he wouldn't live. Well, he lived, and then they told him he wouldn't walk. Well, he learned to walk. I mean, he walked. Told him he wouldn't run. He ran. Everything that is like, he told me one time, he goes, I like it when they tell me I can't do something because I'm going to prove him wrong. He paid 100% of his college with cash. Never took a loan out. It took him a long time, but he finally did. Worked for the United States Post Office. But unfortunately, due to his accident, he got, I believe it was hepatitis C from a blood transfusion. They did not check for stuff like that back in the 70s. And he ended up in a nursing home and unfortunately passed away 4 years ago now. He fell and passed away. We were 2 peas in a pod, Bruce and I were. So I don't understand why I can't, oh, because I opened it in VLC. That's my son. That's before my hair got super, super long. And that was January 2017. I thought I seen another one. I think, yeah, it's my son and I. So I'm glad I ran across these. I really am. I thought I had lost most of them. No, it's not a joke. It's for real. Yeah. That man never wanted nothing. He's I actually came from Vegas back to Indiana to attend his funeral. I miss him. Alright, let's get back to the task at hand. So, I won't change the BIOS. BIOS experiment's gone. Yeah, I just cut off 2 foot of my hair, believe it or not. I'll have to get pictures of my long hair. And now it's, I don't know if you can see it or not, but we cut off right at 2 feet. Oh man, it's so nice. I can brush and comb my hair with no issues. It's not tangly, and can't express my happiness over that. I'm going to try this again with just the Windows 10 in it and see if I can get it to restart, which I know that it will. So, done it again. Okay, F9, F9, walking the mile, and there it sees it verbatim, store and go, enter. So we'll jump back over to here. Good to go. You may have to buy a product key or two. I don't think I can get away with calling Microsoft and saying, "Oh, I changed the motherboard on the laptop. Yeah, I changed the memory." I don't think they buy memory, so as you can see, there we go. So, next. Install now. Windows is starting up. So, I can't complain, even if I have to buy 2 of Carrie's $10 keys or whatever they are. I'm good with that. What happens if I make this full screen? Well, I showed you guys where I went to school the other night. I could actually show you where I lived in the country. I don't know if I showed you that or not. I could show you where he lived. He's 6'5". His brother was the county we lived in. He was Mr. Basketball 3 out of the 4 years of high school. He was Morgan County's leading scorer 4 out of the 4 years of high school. And okay, so now we're back to deleting partitions. I apologize. I got to get my camera system set up, so bear with me a minute. Let me do this. Anyway, he was twice or better than his brother was as an 8th grader. And there was such high expectations for him going into high school, and then that happened. It was tragic. He did learn to play basketball again. He could never run properly after that, but he played basketball again. He coached girls softball for probably 25 years or better, and he had some good softball players. Okay, so now I'm back to unallocated drive space. It's a 500 gigabyte drive, 465.8 gigabytes available, so it's a 500 gigabyte drive, and there it goes. Yeah, Lorna met him when we went and visited she actually met him when we lived in California, and we came back here, and she actually met him again. We came back from Vegas one time, took him some things out to the nursing home, and snuck in some luxury items, some A&W root beer, some Little Debbie Swiss rolls, 4 or 5 bags of potato chips. Yeah, I know it's funny you should say that because he was also a youth minister. He attended all kind of things throughout the United States. So here's a very funny thing. We both had motorcycles. I had a 750 Honda. He had a 440 Kawasaki. He was 6'5". So, literally this much of him stood above the seat, and then his knees were up. I mean, it was hilarious. But that's as big as his bike as he wanted, was a 440 Kawasaki, and we went everywhere. Man had such a good sense of humor. He'd give you the shirt off his back, and not even question it. Just right now, he would help you out. Now the one, I don't know that it was a drawback, but the one thing is, if you ever wanted to plan anything, you had to give yourself about a 7-hour cushion, because if he said, I'll be there by 4, if he got there by 8, you were good. The man never got in a hurry, ever. Never. I mean, he was always on time for church. I guess that's good. But work, never on time. We worked together. We rode everywhere on our motorcycles together. We went in this one restaurant and we were all dusty and covered up. Yeah, there were Harleys that I couldn't afford one, and he couldn't afford one. He wanted that 750 Kawasaki, or that 440 Kawasaki. And you can picture 6'5" on that little of a bike. It was just hilarious. So, but we went out one time and we ended up in the forestry, and we got all mud and dirt and everything else covered. We stopped in this one restaurant, and he goes, hey, I dare you to go in there and ask him what year it is. So, as luck would have it, we got the world's most crotchetiest waitress there was, and she came over and she goes, what do you boys want? I said, ma'am, we're parched. You mind telling us what year it is? And man, she smacked that table. She goes, look, I ain't putting up with your crap today. You want something or not? And we sat there and laughed. Obviously it was not the thing to do. I've had two 750s and a 450, and I look back on it now, and I'm very fortunate to be alive. I'm very fortunate to be alive from my partying days. I went out one time, and the party was in, which I know this means nothing to you guys, but it was in Putnam County. I woke up the next morning in Marion County, 4 counties away, sound asleep in the car. I couldn't tell you how I got there. I wasn't driving, but the guy that was driving was just as drunk as I was, if not drunker. I do remember going from party to party. We came across a one-lane bridge with the steel girders were about this wide, and they go up and over and down in one lane. So we're driving along, and he was like, I can do this. We smacked into that girder head on. Wasn't funny, but it was funny. He backs the car up. He goes, I'll get it this time. So again, we go up, bang. Now we don't get hurt, but we're destroying this car. So back up again. He goes, I'll get it this time. We did it 4 times. 3 times we hit the girder. The 4th time we made it across. What makes the story funny was, it wasn't our car. It was his girlfriend's mom's car. And she became unglued the next day. Of course I would have too, but old age is here, Black Watch. Old age is here. But I have not had a drink of alcohol in nearly 15 years. I just kind of one day said, if I don't stop, I will not live to be very old. So I stopped. I've never smoked and I've never done drugs. I was still dunking the ball at 50. I was impressing my children with that. I can barely jump 2 inches now. So that thing's done its first restart already. So it's relatively quick. All I got to do is get Windows on it, and I got to remember my passkey to my Wi-Fi. I got it written down somewhere. I know I changed it. I can't remember what I changed. And all I did was add 2 digits, one in the front, one in the back. I kept it the same. I'm real original when it comes to that. So did Bertrand get his computer fixed or not? I asked Tony earlier and he said maybe. And I haven't watched the video yet to see. I've got it queued up and ready to go. So if I move this over, oh yeah, it kind of does. Nope. Nope. So that's about as big as that gets. So why is that not? Oh, it does get bigger. Oh wow. Okay, I'm off center, but I'm good with that. So it says it's getting ready. The other one was relatively quick. It's only got 8 GB RAM. And here's the other thing. These came out in 2019, I believe. They've got an i3 7th generation processor. I was kind of amazed about that. I figured maybe they have minimum of i5, possibly even an i7 in them. But they'll be fine for what they need them for. And I'm not a laptop guy. I absolutely cannot stand laptops. Yeah, well, most of the 60s, I was born in '59, so most of the 60s, I was kind of at that age where I probably shouldn't have been doing a lot of things, and I'm pretty sure I didn't. I had great parents. My mom and dad said, "You can do anything you want, you just tell us first, and we're going to tell you if we agree or disagree, or if you can or cannot do it." That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 was, we tell you to be home at a certain time, you be home at a certain time. If you can't be home at a certain time, you call us and tell us why you can't be home at a certain time. We'll talk about it when you get home. So needless to say, I was seldom late. Other than that, there were no other rules. I went to Florida as a junior in high school with some classmates. Complete trust from my parents. I was never late, ever. Well, I used to go to the Indianapolis 500 during the month of May, back when they had the 2 weekends of qualifications and then the race. I've seen one race. I used to go up there. Now, the thing I do remember, I saw Art Pollard get killed in, I believe it was 1973 or 1974. I was in turn 2. He came out of turn 1, smacked the wall, flipped upside down, slid the entire short chute on his head, flipped back over, and he landed right, just like that aquarium's right behind me. He landed that close to where I was sitting, but on the track. And everybody, kind of freaked out. The guy 2 rows down was like, don't worry about him. They do this all the time. About an hour later, they announced that he had passed, and that guy got up and left, which was probably the smart thing to do. I was there when 200 mile an hour was broken. My dad would drop me off Friday night. My grandfather would take me home Sunday afternoon. My grandparents lived 6 blocks from the track. We'd walk out, spend the weekend. It was great. And then every Labor Day, I'd go to the drag races out at Raceway Park in Indianapolis. So you'd think maybe I would have pursued racing a little bit. I followed it for many years, but I never had a desire to pursue it. Still with us, Tony? Have we put you to sleep yet? This thing says still getting ready. Now this one's taking a little longer. I don't know why. The other one was done by now. I was amazed. Well, I can honestly say I wouldn't know about that. And yeah, back in the day, I accompanied people on their adventures into those establishments. Quite a few, as a matter of fact. Quite a few in one night, as a matter of fact. I think I had an alcohol problem in my early 20s and before I went in the military. And I didn't join the military until I was 24. I was in Hollywood, California. I made it to Hollywood. I was going to be a movie star. I was going to star in the pictures. I just wanted to see the world. I ended up in Hollywood, California. And again, I literally woke up one morning. I said, if I don't change my lifestyle, I'll never live to see 25. I wasn't really doing anything that bad. It just didn't look too promising. So I joined the Army. Went to Korea, went to Germany, went back to California, went to Indianapolis in recruiting school. Loved Germany. Get on the Autobahn system, and if your car would do 170 miles an hour, you could do 170 miles an hour. It was great. Korea, not so much. It was all right. I went to Korea initially, and I went back to Korea. Stayed 6 years, so must have liked something. Well, I was married to a Korean at the time. I'm sure that had a lot to do with it. This is, oh, restarting. There we go. It restarted. Oh, I'll reach down and bring it up here. So I'll leave that in until it restarts to the. Vanna White. And here we have a letter. That'd be a job to have, wouldn't it? Going up and touching something. And, oh, it's a C. Oh, it's a D. I'd take it. We'll have to take it out to the garage and get out the old blower, leaf blower, and clean this thing up. I just can't fathom someone taking 2 laptops like this and throwing them away. Yeah. Okay, so here's our. We took my mom to a German restaurant today, which was a bakery called the Heidelberg House. It's a U.S. in Indianapolis. It says just a moment. You can't see it, but it does. And the lady was from Frankfurt, Germany. And man, she had the German accent. So I've been to Germany. My sister's been to Germany. My mom's been to Germany. So we kind of had a grasp of where everybody was at. Of course, Frankfurt, you can't really misplace it. I had a BMW when I was in Germany. I don't know how fast it would go, but it would move. I mean, you'd be tooling along at about 85, 90 miles an hour, and you see a little blip coming up from behind you, and then all of a sudden it just zoomed past you, and you see a little blip up and away. It'd be a Ferrari or a Porsche, just leave you standing. Well, I thought this was going to go a little quicker than that, but it didn't. So let me check something here. Hour and 19 minutes. Where does the time go? Alright, so I guess I'm good with all that. First car was a 68 Camaro. So 68 Camaro, 327 3-speed. Pretty much a sports car. 1969 Chevelle, 396 4-speed. My parents flat out, no, you cannot buy that car. It's too much of a sports car. It's too much of a race car. I mean, yada, 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 yada. That Camaro was as fast. It would move. I put a new racing clutch in it. Yeah. I didn't put it in, I had to put it in. Me and mechanics, no. You barely put gas in the car. Your friend said, well, oh, thank him very much. That was great. So now we're back to United States. And you guys have seen this a million times, so I think what I'm going to do is cut the stream short. There it says US. This one didn't kick into Cortana. I accidentally somehow turned Cortana on the other one, and then it took me forever to figure out how to turn it off. And then looking for a network. I do not have a network. Oh, but it found, this one found my network. I'm going to say I do not have a network. And I'm going to continue with limited setup. And it's going to be user, because I don't know which one I'm sending to Vegas and which one I'm going to give back to my little brother. And I'm going to turn everything off except for location services. Almost done. So it says just a moment. This will take a minute. It says hi. You guys know the drill. Z28. No, it was a. Wasn't a Z. It was a 68. Of course, Camaros come out in 67. It was a 1968 Rally Sport Le Mans Blue. I put G60 big. I mean, super big, wide tires on the back end. Krager SS's. Jacked it up the back end. Yeah, man. My second car was a 1946 Chevrolet. It was a tank. My third car was a 1967 Buick Skylark, which I was convertible. I wish I'd never gotten rid of that. And then if you can picture me getting into a Volkswagen Beetle, that was my fourth car. And my fifth car was a 1970 Chevelle 350 automatic. Couldn't go the sports car route. Should have. No. Nope. Let's see if we can find it. It was 1968 Camaro Rally Sport. Le Mans Blue. Look just like that. Oh God, that's my car right there. That is it right there. That's what I had. Thing would fly. Worked at a restaurant, saved my money. Okay, that's up and running. Got the recycle bin and Microsoft Edge on it. So, good to go. Yeah, that was it right there. Trying to, when I go to my mom's house, I'm trying to look through some old albums and see if she's got a picture somewhere of it. I'm sure there is. Had bucket seats, and it was sweet. Yep. It didn't have the 396 in it though, it had 327. I'm sure my mom and dad would have said no if it had the 396 in it. Alright guys, I'm going to cut this short at 1 hour and 25 minutes. Blackwatch, as always, thanks. Blackwatch, thank you very much. Tell your friend thank you very much. Tony, appreciate it. It's 12:15. I'm going to tinker around with these a little bit. If I can think of a good subject, I'm going to go live tomorrow. If not, I don't know. Maybe I'll start the gardening thing tomorrow. So let me bring this up. Let me bring this not so doggone large. So I'm still not sure which one to do first, so I'm going to kill the stream. Good night. Thanks for watching. Black Watch, tell your friend thank you. Oh, 69 Nova. Nice. Nice. Real nice. Maybe next one we'll just do a car chat. Get Tony involved and see how many car busts we can get in here. Alright guys. Good night. Thanks for the help. I appreciate it. See you tomorrow.